Everyone that's obsessed with curly hair has a stack of books relating to curly hair. But there's a new one on the block, and you have to check this one out. I just got an early release of Curl Revolution by Michelle Breyer. She is the founder of, co-founder of naturallycurly.com, and I have to tell you, this book is glorious. It comes out early October, and I got a month ahead release copy of it. And when it came in its package, I was like, wow, this is a huge book. Now, everybody almost pretty much has Curly Girl, the handbook by Lorraine Massey. And I just want to show you, by comparison, this book is like a couple inches wider and about an inch or so bigger. And you can see the thickness of the book. There you go. So it's a lot thicker. And this has a bunch of great color photographs. So I usually do a book review in black and white, and I wanted to do this one in color because all these beautiful people of curl inside the book have wonderful testimonies of how Naturally Curly has impacted their curls and as well as their life. So when I first started out with curly hair, I've been doing it for a while, and I didn't have a computer. So when I finally got a computer and I used a tablet, the Samsung Galaxy tablet, it was #1, Samsung Galaxy #1 Note, and it was a tablet. And I would go online, and a whole new world of opportunities opened up for me because I have an entrepreneurial spirit. So come to find out, that's the joy of this book for me, is the people that are inside of here. And I don't know if this was intentional, but from an entrepreneurial perspective, there are so many entrepreneurs in this book that tell a part of their story and how naturallycurly.com has opened up a whole new world of what's possible with manufacturing products, opening up a hair salon. For me, when I did a search, the very first thing that showed up on my laptop or my tablet was a naturallycurly.com. So I would automatically go there, and wow, just a whole new world opened up. There was a forum, there were tips and techniques and videos and blogs and people sharing all kinds of things. In a way, it's almost kind of overwhelming, because when you're obsessed with the information and research, you just want to collect as much as possible. And it's so exciting. So you can get sucked into this and trapped into it. And it's a whole new world that's actually awesome. So Michelle hugely inspired me, because her whole deal with naturallycurly.com, the majority of it is consumer driven, and I was learning so much from all the clients and consumers that would go there, because my styling industry as a whole is very limited in the amount of information and training that's available. So I would have clients come in and I learned the most from them. I would try to get up with other hairstylists, and hairstylists want to fix hair. Curly hair specialists want to embrace hair. So this resource shares the journey with, like, Jessica McQuinney from Jessie Curl Products. There's so many sources of information. Jonathan Torch. So many clients that are in here that Michelle has dealt with that are individual people, students, business owners, manufacturers, and it's just really inspiring to read about all these stories. So inside the book, I want to give you a rundown. There's a Curl Revolution, and this is Michelle's own story of how she was impacted, as many curly hair people are, starting out with not very much help. So you go online and there's not much information there, so you start something, and that's what Michelle did. She started a revolution that impacted the curly hair industry. Next year, they're going to be 20 years strong going into this. So for her to tell a part of her story, very interesting. Living the curly life, texture typing. And when you go to texture typing, which is chapter 3, page 41, see who's on there. Yeah, I got a little quote inside there. texture typing's been really impacting, because when you are a person and you just don't know where you are or what you have going on, you have to have some kind of identity and learning to find out, what kind of hair do I have? What kind of texture do I have? What's my curl type? So there's a couple different formats that curly hair people follow. It's either the curly girl method with saying you have coily hair, or it's found in here that Michelle learned from another guy that's mentioned in the story from Oprah Winfrey's circle of influence, that has a typing system that is like, for example, my hair is 3B. That helps to really identify, along with the texture and density, of what kind of products to use, how to apply products. And so there's a curl pattern guide here, creating your curly regimen, with what products to use and when, and she lists all kinds of products in here, from water-soluble products that Curly Hair Artistry reinforces, to products that have a variety of different ingredients that are ideally suited to a variety of different curl types and textures. So there is differences, but we all agree on some things, but we disagree on some things. But that's the art of all of this, that Curly Hair Artistry, and it's subjective, because there's nothing right and nothing wrong. There's no rules, but we have our own way of using water-soluble products. But she mentions all kinds of brands in here. So there's a guide on plopping, going natural, cutting curls. Again, when you look on chapter 7, page 159 it starts on, look through there and you'll see Curly Hair Artistry mentioned. So Michelle, thank you so much for putting Curly Hair Artistry into the mix of giants out there like Dad, who has a flagship training facility in New York City, or Diva, who has a flagship salon in New York City as well, who has a training system and products. The same with Dad with products. And Curly Hair Artistry is mentioned in there as a non-brand based way of learning to embrace curly hair for consumers and hairstylists. So I really appreciate you mentioning that. Coloring curls, how to impact coloring with curly hair challenges and their solutions. There's a chapter that deals with children, and also curly hair guys, because we need all the help we can get. So this book is highly recommended. I'm going to have an affiliate link to Amazon that's going to be pointing to where you can get a copy of this on Amazon. It comes out in early October, and it's a big book. It's a fun book to read. It's inspirational, and I think you'll get a lot of information, ideas, and tips on just how to work with your hair. You know, one of the things I want to do with this new book by Michelle, I want to be able to carry this thing with me to a lot of my events, because I run into some of the people that are in that book. Curly Hair Artistry members are quoted in that book, and they have their name. They're a part of our community, but they're doing their own thing, and they're friends of mine, and they're people that I know. There's pioneers in here that are impacting the industry, that they're living legends, and if I run into them, I want to be able to have them sign my copy of the book. So that's another aspect that I wanted to add at the end of this video, is this book has the potential of becoming an autograph book for all the people that I look up to. So that's really exciting. So as a part of teaching you how to work with and embrace your curly hair as well, Curly Hair Artistry's got a sign-up link down below with Cultivate Your Curls online curl course that's coming out, taught by myself. It's utilizing the MAP method that helps you to embrace your curly hair, teaching you all the way how to apply products for the first time in your life with a minimalistic approach that teaches you how to embrace your hair. So that sign-up link is also in the information below. So you can sign up there, and that'll lead to a link, and the course will be coming out around October 1. So keep an eye out for that. Other than that, curly hair people, have a great day. Every day is always awesome. It's always about what you make it, and it can always be the best. So I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Michelle is still going strong. She is very much active in the curly hair community. NaturallyCurlyHair.com is her baby, so she is very much involved with it. Even as we speak, she's in New York City. They have a texture runway show, and she's very much a part of that. She's very much a part of the salon industry. So when somebody says, do you have someone that you can recommend to talk about curly hair, and they ask Michelle just has an abundance of resources and collaborations. She's contacted me. She's contacted many people within and out of Curly Hair Artistry to really give an unbiased view from different perspectives, and I really respect that. So one of the cool things that Michelle started with naturallycurly.com is a stylist locator where people will review a stylist, and I'm blessed to have quite a few 5-star reviews, and I'm very appreciative of that. And so when those reviews go into the system in Naturally Curly, and when people do searches, your name pops up, and the searching for stylist under naturallycurly.com has brought me a boatload of business. That is a huge blessing. Thanks again, Michelle. I can't thank you enough for changing my business and the industry as a whole. I just got to release